This is a small tutorial on how to use Locus Map free. The app's right here on the screen here. I think the version I have right now is Locus Map 4.33, something like that. Anyway, I'll run it here. When it first opens up, you can hit this button. Will put you where you're at, right here in the middle, where it's got the triangle is your location, and it has all the usual pinch zoom capabilities. I'm going to go to my map manager, show you the maps that I have. They're vector maps, and they're offline. And so these are all states in the United States, except for Canada. Of course, Alberta is in Canada. Duh. Anyway, these are maps that I downloaded from openandromaps.com. And I created a folder on this phone called Maps and put them in there. And then you can, with this button here, you can add maps, download more, and things like that, or pick from your local storage on the phone. Right now, I'm not going to do that. So I have all of those states on here. So if I zoom way out here, you can see that I've got Washington. I'll even zoom in here more. Once you zoom a certain point, it just shows the outline of the state. So like I have Washington, Oregon, California, Idaho, the province of province of Alberta, Montana, and I believe Wyoming. The more you zoom out, then, like I said, it kind of disappears or whatever. Anyway, say I'm going to Montana and I want to look at trails near Glacier National Park. So I start zooming in. And then you'll see here, there's Flathead Lake, so I'm pretty close to Glacier. And as you zoom in, you get greater detail, of course. And the CDT is a large national trail, so that's that big red highlighted trail right there. So if I zoom in more, the more you zoom in, then other trails may show up here. See, like this brown dotted line right here, this is a trail. It's the Grinnell Glacier Trail. And I might as well show you this also right now. When you go in here and you go to all features, you can go to map tools, and then it's map themes. And I have a theme installed on here, 2 of them actually. They're also available at Open Andro Maps. The one I'm using is Elevate right now. And I think on that website you can get instructions on how to install these or whatever. But when you have these, then it highlights trails and colors them a certain way and things like that. Also, while I'm in here, this is important for a lot of people, but this doesn't show elevations in it, and I don't care about that because I'm just looking to look at the trail. I'm not concerned with elevations. And this is totally offline. The phone, currently I have cell service, but the advantage to this is I could be out in the wilderness where there's no cell coverage whatsoever, and all these maps that are vector maps and offline work perfectly. And I have found them to be pretty darn accurate, so that's really cool. And it's very cool of this company to offer this free product. I've thought about purchasing it many times just to give them the money because this thing is so full-featured, and the free version, I don't even need any of the pay features, but they deserve the money because this thing is really powerful and very cool, and it being free is incredible. And it's available at the App Store or wherever the Apple people, where they get their stuff. I don't know that. This is an Android phone here. Okay, so let's say I'm done with Montana and I want back here. I'm going to go back to Oregon or something. I'll go here to the Wallowa Mountains and the Eagle Cap Wilderness. So here's Wallowa Lake. And I'll start zooming in and then see all the trails there in the Eagle Cap Wilderness show up right here. I've been on a number of these that are in here displayed right now. It's very cool, very helpful if you're no cell service and you're out in the wilderness and somehow get jacked up and lost or something. Very, very helpful. Something else I was going to say. These maps are pretty big. They're like 400 or 500 megs. In the old days, you had to worry about storage space, but this phone, I'm hardly using any storage off of it. I think it's a 64 gig phone. Anyway, each of these maps is like 400 megs, so they're pretty big files. But you know, the advantage is that they're offline. I don't have to have any kind of connectivity whatsoever, and all these work. It's just awesome. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Again, Locus Maps, free. And Open Andro Maps is where I got the offline vector maps. And I can't recommend it enough. Very cool app.